Teagan Evans, and my fellow colonist is Ella Arnold. As the founders of the spectacular colony of Pennsylvania, we would like to have you come back with us to travel back to the 13 colonies.
To convince you, we wish to explain why our colony is the best. First, our colony has a rich history. Why, you ask? Because, of course, Henry Hudson sailed into the Delaware Bay in 1609, and Delaware Bay is the original site of Pennsylvania. And the first settlers arrived in 1682, and they were Quaker. George Washington, Benjamin Franklin, and John Smith were all important people that visited our colony. And three significant happenings were that Pennsylvania was founded the same year that the first settlers arrived. The Charter of Privileges was founded in, the Charter of Privileges was made in 1701, and the peace treaty with Lenni Lenape tribe was created in 1763, but after Penn died, Penn's son broke it and cheated the Lenape out of their land. And this is our timeline that we made. So 1609, Henry Hudson, King Charles gives Penn the land of Pennsylvania. And then William Penn, a year later, travels into Pennsylvania on the ship Welcome with the first settlers. And in 1683, Philadelphia was founded. Penn signs his Great Peace Treaty, and Penn creates the first form of modern government in the Pennsylvania colony. And then Penn's colony was taken from him, and his place was filled by Governor Fletcher in 1692, and Penn dies as an invalid in 1718. Pennsylvania colony cheated Lenni Lenape in the Walking Purchase in 1737, and the French and Indian War began in 1754. And a very important happening in Pennsylvania was that the Declaration of Independence was signed in Philadelphia in 1776.
The Pennsylvania land is perfect for crop planting because the land has rivers, mountains, and plateaus, and the natural resources are fish and water. And then the main crops they had were like flax, corn, veggies, apples, herbs, and those kind of crops.
Now, if fine dining is your cup of tea, Pennsylvania has a wide selection of delicious treats for you to nibble on, such as rabbits, deer, partridges, wild turkey, and a bit of the crops listed above, like oats, corn, wheat, and you can make bread and any baked goods that you like out of those crops. Is fashion warrior style? Then Pennsylvania is definitely the colony for you, because clothing included long dresses, breeches, coats, high wigs that were decorated. I could go on and on. There are so many great clothes in Pennsylvania. Houses are made out of logs, clay, wood, and straw. They're very cozy. And some games for children were hoops, chess, checkers, backgammon, teetotum, and a thaumatrope. And we have taken the liberty of creating a thaumatrope. The idea is to make a picture and watch the picture go. You wind it up and you let it loose, and it will take the fishes jumping out of the water. Oh, now, as you must know, there's always a downside to every good notion. And we regret to tell you that the main cause of death in Pennsylvania is illness. But that brings us upon another topic. Jobs.
Pennsylvania is in fact quite well known for its hospitals. For a man called Dr. Bond
said that he wanted to care for the sick, poor, and insane that were wandering the streets of Philadelphia. So he opened a place called the Philadelphia Hospital, and it was very popular. And
besides caring for the ill, there are many various jobs to choose from in Pennsylvania. Men can be doctors, farmers, schoolmasters, and much, much more. Women can stay at home and care for children, cook, clean, and do anything involved with
the well-being of their home. If you come to Pennsylvania, you have the option to enroll your child in school. Let us tell you a bit about education in our colony. If you have a young lady at your house, you might want to enroll her in a dame school where she can learn to cook, sew, and clean. and to be a mother when she grows up. And most of the schoolmasters are men. And there's usually a small school on the site of each plantation, so you don't have to worry about going many miles to find a school. And if you have a small child and they're just learning to read and write, you can get them a horn book so they can learn.
Now to the politics of Pennsylvania colony. The relation with the Indians was good and bad because of Penn's great treaty, and then his son broke it.
Years later after he died.
The Declaration of Independence was signed in Philadelphia, and Penn created the first form of modern government in Pennsylvania. But before we go, we shall tell you just a tidbit more. This is the Pennsylvania flag, and then these are the 13 colonies and where Pennsylvania is located. On the back, it's just the things around Pennsylvania and where it is.
And Pennsylvania was founded in 1682 by William Penn and a few other people. And a major industry in Pennsylvania is agriculture and manufacturing. Some major cities in Pennsylvania were Philadelphia, Lancaster, and York. And it was named for Penn's father, and Sylvania means forest in Latin. Thank you for listening, and good day to you.